Tonight, the world's attention turns once again to Venezuela, after a tense and frightening incident that unfolded in the capital and left an entire nation on edge. Late this evening, as daily life was slowing down and families were settling indoors, a sudden and powerful explosion was heard across large parts of Caracas. According to residents, the blast occurred at approximately 9:40 p.m. local time. Windows rattled, buildings shook, and a loud shock wave echoed through multiple neighborhoods. Many people initially thought it was an earthquake or a major industrial accident. Within minutes, confusion spread. Social media filled with videos showing people running into streets, shouting, trying to understand what had just happened. Streetlights went dark in several areas, suggesting a disruption to the power supply. Traffic suddenly stopped. Shops pulled down shutters. Parents rushed to call their children. Fear moved faster than facts. Roughly 10 to 15 minutes after the first blast, at least 2 more loud detonations were reported from different parts of the city. Witnesses described these sounds as sharper and closer, increasing panic among residents. Emergency sirens could be heard in the distance, while helicopters were reportedly seen flying low over certain districts. As the situation unfolded, security forces were rapidly deployed. Police units, military vehicles, and emergency responders moved into strategic areas. Several roads were blocked off, and people were urged through local broadcasts and unofficial channels to remain indoors and avoid gathering in public places. Hospitals across the capital were placed on high alert. Ambulances responded to calls related not only to physical injuries, but also to panic attacks, shock, and injuries caused by people rushing to evacuate buildings. According to preliminary medical updates, a number of civilians were injured, mostly due to falling debris, broken glass, or crowd-related incidents. At this time, there has been no officially confirmed death toll, and authorities have strongly warned against believing unverified numbers circulating online. The cause of the explosions remains under investigation. Government sources have stated that specialized units are examining the affected areas, reviewing surveillance footage, and collecting forensic evidence. While speculation is widespread on social media, officials have emphasized that no final conclusions have been reached and that the public will be informed once facts are confirmed. What makes this incident especially significant is the timing. Venezuela has already been navigating a fragile period marked by economic strain, political tension, and international negotiations. Any sudden security incident immediately raises concerns about stability, investor confidence, and public safety. For ordinary citizens, however, tonight was not about geopolitics or oil markets. It was about survival and fear. Many residents have lived through years of crisis and unrest, and events like this reopen emotional wounds. People described feeling a sense of déjà vu, remembering past nights filled with uncertainty and anxiety. Electricity outages lasted for more than an hour in some districts, leaving neighborhoods in darkness. Mobile networks slowed due to heavy usage, making communication difficult. Families gathered in single rooms, listening for updates, waiting to hear whether it was safe to sleep. Later in the night, government officials stated that the situation was under control and urged calm. Security patrols were increased and checkpoints were established near sensitive locations. Public transportation services were partially suspended and then gradually restored as conditions stabilized. President Nicolas Maduro held an emergency meeting with senior security and intelligence officials. According to state sources, all possibilities are being examined, including infrastructure-related failures and deliberate acts. However, no foreign involvement or specific group has been officially blamed at this stage. International observers are closely monitoring developments. Any escalation in Venezuela has regional implications, especially given the country's role in energy markets and migration patterns. Diplomatic missions have requested updates, and foreign governments are advising their citizens to remain cautious. As the night progressed, no further explosions were reported. Electricity was restored to most areas, and emergency crews continued inspections through the early hours. Streets remained unusually quiet, with a visible security presence maintaining order. This incident serves as a powerful reminder of how fragile stability can be in a country already under pressure. Even without confirmed fatalities, the psychological impact on the population is immense. Trust, once shaken, is difficult to restore. Venezuela now wakes up to a new day with many unanswered questions. What exactly caused the explosions? Were they preventable? Will this incident affect ongoing negotiations and economic hopes? And most importantly, will people feel safe tonight? Authorities have promised transparency and updates as investigations continue. Until then, citizens remain cautious, watching closely, hoping that last night's fear does not become a pattern. This is not just a breaking news story. It is a reflection of a nation still searching for stability, safety, and certainty. The coming hours and days will be crucial in determining whether this was an isolated incident or a warning of deeper challenges ahead.